What is up, you guys? So, yep, this is not current footage. This is from the summer. So, as you guys know, or may not know, I'm sitting on a lot of footage. Like, a lot. So, it's. I'm gonna be uploading stuff however I can. Scoot TCI, well, formerly, the channel formerly known as Scoot TCI, now known as Industry TV. Give him a sub if you're not subbed to him already, and tell him I sent you. He knows what it's like. He talks about it also sometimes about how you don't release footage in chronological order. But anyway, time is precious. It's almost been a minute, and I got to get started. So this is from an old job in the summer, and it was pretty cool. But the footage, not much happens. There's filmer Mark. So I'm going to be talking about last week in review and what's been going on. Might as well. So firstly, thanks for watching all my videos. Thanks for commenting on the health and safety bullshit video that I released last week. And the reason I haven't been uploading in the past week was because my content got flagged for hate speech. A skate video from 2018. Well, exactly that. It got flagged for hate speech for some reason. There's no speech in the video. It didn't violate any of YouTube's terms. And I appealed it, and they rejected my appeal in like 5 minutes. So YouTube put me in the corner for a week. And it sucks because YouTube was already hiding my comments. Not all of them, but many of them on, like, they'll show up on tree channels, but on a big channel, like, let's say a mainstream channel, a lot of the time they used to be hidden. But on my device, it would pretend like the comment was there, so it's very annoying. Yes, the shadow ban is real, guys. Also, I got another video flagged over 90 days ago, though, so the statute of limitations is passed. My makeup video, my infamous makeup video, again, hate speech, and I did nothing wrong. Seriously, I didn't incite violence or anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything wrong. I just showed makeup before and after pictures. Also, this was like 7 fucking years ago, and it's almost a blessing that it's off my channel because I've moved on from making videos like that. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but anyway, that happens too. A lot of people, they'll see that I write a comment in a video for a channel they like another tree channel or a skate channel, and then they're gonna sub, and they're gonna watch the current videos which they'll like, but then they go back like 5 years or more, and they see something that they don't like, so they unsub. This one guy, oh God, I hate it's just as well anyway. I'm not gonna mention any names. I'm not gonna give you the time of day first of all, but there's this one guy, an arborist, and he has a channel and stuff, a small channel, but he cut and pasted the same message to like all the tree channels. And he's like, hey, I'm whatever, nobody gives a fuck. And I just want to sub to you, but sub to me and check out my channel. And yeah, he just cut and pasted the same message and he put it all over every arborist channel, including mine. And before I could even respond to him and tell him that I don't do sub for sub, but I'm flattered, but also if he wants people to sub to him, then he should not ask for it directly, and he should write something more genuine, like actually watch the video and comment on it, and then people check out your channel anyway. But before I could even sub to him, he had deleted his comment and unsub for me. So yeah, whatever, man. Thanks, man. You did me a favor. Probably yourself also. You wouldn't like this channel. So on that note, I was torn between reading unread comments, i.e. angry comments for this video, or just talking about what's been going on. So right now, it's -30 without the wind. It's supposed to go down to -40 this weekend. It is it was Saturday morning, actually, 7 a.m. I'm making this video, and we've been having some truck trouble lately. So my Tundra, it's the work truck I've been using for 10 years. It's good. It's at 350,000 kilometers, but still going strong, and it's been through a lot. And it requires regular maintenance often. And Did all 4 brakes and the shocks last year. Probably needs new leaf springs and back. But lately, one day it didn't start. And I opened it up, and one of the battery in the negative terminal had corrosion all over it. And, or negative or I think positive. Anyway, yeah, I don't remember. One of them had corrosion all over it. Yeah, the negative one near the ground. So I cleaned it off, and I cleaned the cables too. And when I put it back, it worked better, but the truck still kept shutting off when I was driving. So I ended up changing I took my battery out to get it tested, and it tested fine. And then it still died. And then I changed the connectors, and it still kept dying. And, it would always start back up again, but anyway, just a pain. So then I changed the battery, and it still kept dying. So I thought it would be some other stuff, like maybe the alternator. So I did some tests, and I took out the negative terminal while it was running. It still ran okay. The belt seemed okay. So anyway, it ended up not being the battery. I brought my truck. I had to bring it to the garage the other day because I was driving around in a parking lot and the brakes just stopped working. So my brake line had rusted out, or it had rotted out, I should say. And in the process, I'd pushed the pedal all the way to the floor several times, and I fucked up the master cylinder, which was already on its last legs a year ago. So, not so bad. Well, it was pretty bad because I barely made it home. But anyway, brake lines are fixed now, but I was waiting for a master cylinder. And also, at the garage, they figured out why, well, he thinks he figured out why the truck was shutting off. That's the upstream oxygen sensor. Now, I changed all my other ones, but with some minor stuff, and I don't have a garage, which is, it's my fault. We're looking for a new place, but we're stuck in our shithole apartment still. We've been looking for land for the past, let's say, 6 months actively. We have 2 real estate agents looking for land and possibly a house and possibly an old garage to rent / warehouse and possibly just a better apartment to rent, because right now we're on the 2nd floor and it sucks. It's not good to operate a business out of, and our landlord lives downstairs and he hates us and we hate him. So yeah, ongoing struggle. And so it's just not good. We need a garage and stuff. We need to work on our vehicles. We need to be able to get up, even as fucked up as it seems, but we need to be able to get up at 1 in the morning if we feel like it and work on our stuff in the garage with no neighbors around to hear. That's what we want. So yeah, that's the plan. So anyway, and I'm not a mechanic. I can do some stuff, like on my truck. I can weld at least. I can do oil changes, but a lot of stuff I can't, especially in -30 lying in the fucking street outside. So yeah, I had a pretty big repair bill last week for the truck, and the garage near me was going to charge me a fuck ton to change the oxygen sensor and change the master cylinder. Oh boy, it was it was almost $1,000. And I've been going there to change my tires and like do stuff that like basically I can't do at home. Yeah, they're not on rims, by the way, so I can't do it. But yeah, I've been going there for 10 years and I'm a pretty good customer, and I don't complain about anything, and I bring them business. I gave them my family's business and stuff like that. Whatever, fuck. But it sucks because they're still charging me $100 just to plug in the fucking OBD scanner. And I've been using one too for 8 years or 9 years, but I lost it. And I just found it the other day. I can't fucking find it. Yeah, so here I am paying like $100 like a fucking chump. And I'm pissed that they charge me for that. And for all you idiots in the comments, they're going to say, oh, it's a business. How are they supposed to turn a profit? Well, you turn a profit by doing work in business. Not by charging for nothing. Yes, a lot of people charge for nothing, but whatever. Anyway, whatever, fuck. So, I decided not to go forth with the remaining repairs in the garage, and I ordered, and it turns out Uncle Joe, our red truck, also probably needs a master cylinder. We took it to a mechanic that wanted to work on it at his house, which was fine. But what he did, he put a hose clamp on the bottom of the brake pedal and then attached a spring to that hose clamp, and then attached the other end of the spring to, like, I don't know, some stationary piece, because the pedal was getting spongy. So yeah, because master cylinder is going. So instead, he just gave us the illusion of having a stiff pedal, which I'm not really happy about, because that truck weighs 5,000 fucking pounds, and a lot of the time it's loaded with another 5,000 pounds inside it. And yeah, I don't want the illusion of brakes. I want actual brakes. So for $50, we ordered a master cylinder for that guy, and I ordered one for my Tundra that was half of what I would have paid at the fucking mechanics. And I ordered some new wiper arms, and we got new wiper blades also, dual blade ones, scrub blades, and we put them on Uncle Joe, and I think they're gonna be good. Uncle Joe's wipers also, they don't have fucking nozzles on them, so we replaced those as well. Well, we got replacements, but it's too hard to install it in the cold, so we're ready to go. The oil pan is leaking. Well, I think it's leaking, so we ordered 2 new gaskets for it, because I'm gonna fuck up the first one when I put it on. And a couple of other little things, but that's all the noteworthy stuff with the vehicles. Now it gets interesting also, because the other day, fucking 4 days ago, I woke up, and if you've been watching for a while, you know that I've had problems with my teeth. I mean, I take really good care of them, but they just keep falling out. Well, no, I should say the dental work that I get done always keeps falling out. And I've been to, I'm on my 4th dentist now, because I keep wanting to get second opinions and 3rds and 4ths, and you know, they're all different, but they're all bad. And anyway, it sucks, because so the other day I woke up and I touched my tooth with my tongue, and it felt like there was no tooth there, and well, half of it was gone. The entire filling fell out, and it's one of my front teeth. I look like a fucking hillbilly now, and whatever, I guess, serves me right. And at the same time, you know, from I don't know, I was sharpening chains the other day. It could be from that, it could be from metal shavings around the apartment. I also vacuumed a few times to get rid of the metal shavings, but I woke up that same day, the same day that I lost like half my fucking tooth in the morning, I woke up with something in my eye, and I thought it was like maybe a piece of dust or something, or an eyelash. I thought it was in my eyelid, under my eyelid, but I had to go see an optometrist that same day, and I had to have my eye fucking scraped, because there was a piece of metal that was lodged in the green part of my eye, not the white. And it was like right in there, and she said as soon as metal gets into the eye it rusts, so it made a ring of rust around it. So she scraped it out with like a needle, and she numbed my eye though. I didn't feel a thing when she did it. And she scraped it out with a needle, and then she said there's a ring of rust that's still there, so I have to put eye droppers in my eye now 4 times a day. And I went back yesterday, 3 days later, because it's supposed to push the rust ring to the front or dissolve it. So I got my eye scraped again, but the guy couldn't get it out. It was a different optometrist. I'd say the girl was more competent. She was hot too. For those of you, probably women, that are like, oh, why does it matter? It matters. That's all that matters. Actually, that's all you have to be. You just have to be hot. You have one job. If you can't do it, you fail. Like, so anyway, so I have to go back in a week to do the rest, and I'm on antibiotic cream and shit like that. And as far as a dentist is concerned for the teeth, I went for an emergency evaluation or whatever, and they booked me an appointment for Monday to pull out that tooth, to put an implant in, but not the actual fake tooth, just like the screw or whatever it's called, and then to clean up the 2 teeth around it. And this was supposed to happen Monday, but I canceled it. I'm gonna go get a 5th opinion, and because it was supposed to cost $6,000, and you know how much I spent recently on lawyers, and you know, and $6,000 on my tooth, awesome. and $37,000. I don't know what it is from CSST. I don't even know what you'd fucking call it. So it's a lot of money, and I'm not made of money. And you know, if I don't want to spend any of my money on that shit. I'll fix my teeth and stuff, but I'm not in a hurry to spend fucking $7,000. So I bought some hydrogen peroxide. Man, not that that's going to do anything, but I'm going to start brushing with that because I floss all the time and I brush all the time and use mouthwash and stuff, and my fillings keep falling out. It's very frustrating. It's embarrassing. It's annoying, and I hate it. And I'm tired of being given the establishment answers. Like, oh, just brush better. Or put some fucking, take fluoride. It's like, what, it's not possible that one of the fucking, like, 4 dentists I have didn't do an excellent job? Really? Like, anyway. One of the root canals I had, kind of pro at getting root canals, by the way, but one of the ones that I had, it lasted 8 hours. I had to go back fucking 4 times. And I felt everything. It sucked. 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours. So anyway, whatever. So I canceled the dentist appointment. I'm going to get some hydrogen. Oh, I'm going to start gargling with hydrogen peroxide and see if I can clean up the teeth around the broken tooth. Because in between they were all dirty. And so I'm going to try to like get rid of some of that. And we'll see. I have another consultation booked with another dentist. They're going to look at my mouth for $300, just like the last dentist did. Even if I send them all the x-rays that the last dentist took, they're still going to charge me to take new x-rays with the exact same machine. And we repeat the cycle. So anyway, we'll see. Downside is I'm pretty sure the tooth has to come out either way. So, oh yeah, and even if I get the implant, I have to walk around for 3 months with like a big gap there. And if I want to let it heal, I have to wait 3 months. And then if I decide to get the implant again, then they drill in and oh, it sucks. It's $400 to pull the tooth, and then basically $600 to fill the hole, to do a bone graft, which isn't as complicated as it sounds. It's like donor fucking bone meal, and it's probably the same type that you buy at like the garden section of the hardware store. For my parents' dog, by the way, she had like a cavity in her tooth. And they're going to extract the tooth. And, extractions for teeth are usually cheap. But they wanted fucking $4,000 just to pull out the tooth. Like a dog's tooth. Like, this is not Trailer Park Boys, where you go see the vet to pull your tooth because it's cheaper. It's crazy. And I asked them, like, why is it so expensive? It takes like an hour. And they're like, oh, well, we need to have the anesthesiologist there. And they charge a lot. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, okay, well, I guess we're going to start charging more also. And dear dentist of mine, and vet of mine, and all you people that fucked up my life, when you guys need tree work, oh, I will fleece the fuck out of you. Oh, let it be known. And all you other guys, all you professionals, all you arborists out there, don't feel bad for the customers. The customers don't care if you die. So charge them up the fucking ass. Seriously. Worst case it happens, they say no. And what do I say to all my quote-unquote competition that's undercutting me? You're stupid. You should be stealing jobs from me if you're good and able to charge twice as much that I charge. But instead, the only reason you can get a job from me is because you risk for your life for a stupid fucking low amount. Yeah, I don't care. You're stupid. keep doing it, fuck. But on a serious note, charge your dentist lots of money if he calls you for tree work. Charge your lawyer lots of money if they call you for tree work. Charge your mailman lots of money if he calls you for tree work. And yeah, so with the teeth, that's where I am. Kind of annoying. I had this thing in my eye. I tried to get it out all day, like flushing my eye and stuff. I couldn't. I stuck a water pick under my eyelid and then turned it on. That didn't work. It hurt. It hurt so much. And yeah, so that's that. So this week, basically, and vaccine mandates ended in England, which is cool because Canada is England's bitch, and our entire culture is based on capitulating to England. So even though vaccine mandates and like all COVID mandates basically ended in England, Canada does not plan on following suit. Quebec, where I live, does not plan on following suit at all. Our restrictions grew, as a matter of fact. So vaccine passports now required to shop at any big box store. It's Saturday, so as of the 24th, vaccine passports were required to shop at any store over 1,500 square feet. Not that I give a shit, not that I go to any of these two stores. You even need a vax passport to go to the liquor store or the fucking marijuana store. Yeah, because there are weed stores in Quebec, which I think is fucking stupid. And all these fucking lame people are smoking weed now. Ugh. The good old days, you used to have to buy it from a drug dealer. And, yeah, a lot of them are fucking nerds and shit, but when I was in high school, there's a good chance that if you go get weed, like, you're gonna get robbed. So, learning to take care of yourself and how the game works, it's all part of it. And now you just, like, ugh, these lame fucking people, they buy rolling machines and they go to the government store. Oh god, I'm making myself cringe. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, I wanted to talk about something else, but I don't really remember. I did auto repair, truck repair I should say, tooth repair, eye damage, hate speech. I wanted to read comments, but I don't think I will. I think I'm just going to leave you with the rest of the footage to watch and enjoy. And see, I'm talking to the customer here. I could comment on the job if you want, but it's boring. So yeah, that's been the week in review, and I'll see you guys when I get back on YouTube. And I want to, I've been talking about this for a while. Don't touch the rope. Yeah, so I've been talking about this for a while with Mark, but I also want to make a couple of new channels. Oh yeah, this is the last thing I'll mention, because my channel is, well, YouTube's choking the life out of my channel, and it's nothing new. But I'm fed up of getting arbitrarily put in the corner. And I also think that the damage on my channel is pretty much done. But, so it's never going to grow. Like, I mean, it grows extremely slowly. And considering how many videos I have, and the production quality of the videos, it's not growing at a fair rate. And I know a lot of you guys too, a lot of you guys that have tree channels that didn't even say any of the stupid things that I've said in the past. You just do good, honest tree work. Like, it sucks too because your channels grow slowly as well. But, to you guys I would recommend, it sounds really stupid, but I would just double check and make sure that on the marketing side of things you're using the right keywords and the right descriptions and that, because if your channel is in good standing and you're not getting violations and copyright strikes and you're not going against the narrative or getting banned for hate speech, then if YouTube doesn't promote you, they should at least leave you alone and you should still be able to grow. But my rate of growth has been so slow, and again, obviously there's channels that make better videos than I do, but I try really hard to put production values into the footage that we put out. So again, the rate of growth and the views are just, they're too slow for me to believe that my channel is so small due to the fact that I suck. There are other factors at play. So also, despite all that, I mean, as if that's not bad enough, I feel like my channel could be fucking nixed at any second, because it's subjective. All someone has to do is claim to be offended, and then, you're done. It just has to happen basically 3 times, and that's that. So it could go at any minute. So it'd be nice to have several clean slates, because also, I mean, it happened to me on Instagram also. Instagram fucking shadow banned my shit. I used to have 1,000 posts on Instagram, and I was teetering at around 120 followers. There's also other factors too. One way to fucking destroy your channel, or to destroy your channel's growth rate, is to put varied material on it. You have to make material to the lowest common denominator, and it always has to be the same, which sucks because my life isn't always the same. And this channel was always about my life. And it was just about what I'm doing. That's why there's a lot of work videos now, because, you know, I work a lot. So, yes, this video's from the summer, but it's the footage that goes with what I'm talking about today. And I don't need to edit it that much, and I can just speak over it. Also, not much happens. It's not very exciting. It's just, you know, a regular job. So, yeah, so we work a lot. So that's why there's a lot of tree videos. And then when there's welding videos, it's because we're doing repairs and shit. Like, you know, it's, sure, I have to edit them after, and I try to, you know, it's art, no matter what. So I try to, you know, it takes on a life of its own. But you can also push it in the direction that you want it to go. But again, it's just basically what we did that day. So if you don't like the content, then there's a lot of other channels you can watch. But for those of you that do like it, I appreciate you guys sticking around. Yeah, sometimes there's skateboarding too, but for what we find is that a lot of the hardcore tree guys, they don't like the fact that there's skateboarding in it. And a lot of the fucking skate rats, they don't watch the climbing footage. And so on. You know, when I used to do political commentary like 6-7 years ago, and like rant about women and stuff like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I still do. I just really don't have time to make videos about it so much. And I said what I wanted to say. Well, for the most part anyway. But, you know, again, for the people that came on because of that content, a lot of them too are disappointed when I make a skate video or a tree video. So you can't please everybody. Also, like most channels, 85 to 90% of my views come from outside the channel. And also, my subscribers don't get notifications when I release videos, which is very frustrating. And, you know, being shadow banned on Instagram as well, it sucks. I don't use Facebook because it's fucking stupid. But when our business got onto Google, and Google's the worst, right? But we didn't do anything wrong business-wise. Like Instagram, at least, and YouTube, I mean, it can be traced back to when I spoke my mind. But we kept everything objective on Google, just work photos. And, you know, we played by the rules, and we didn't do anything wrong. We didn't even do anything edgy. And we're #1 on Google. And it's really funny because in our area anyway, which is what matters, I don't give a fuck, you know, how popular our business is in a town 500 miles away where I can't even work. So it's all my area. So that really helped a lot. And, you know, Google, it should be the hardest to get big on, but Google has been purely fucking objective, and it's been a meritocracy, which is fucking amazing because, well, I'm going to make another video about that. I'm not going to fucking divulge the secrets just yet about success on Google. Subscribe and leave in the comments if you want to know. If you want to know some tips and tricks to grow your business for free, all you have to do is watch a video. And there are other videos about it already, you know, by other channels, some of them by mine, but, you know, whatever. So, yeah, it's very surprising that Google let us succeed, but Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube don't. And it just goes to show that our theories were right about everything, so it's kind of fucking frustrating, you know? It just means that if we do want to succeed on YouTube or Instagram, then we have to probably create new channels and new accounts. Probably even disassociate them from our old email, because that might be kind of on the blacklist. So we'll see. But yeah, you know, you can't please everybody, and or anybody even. So for those of you guys that stuck around, especially that gave the content a chance, like if you subscribe for one type of video, but I haven't made that type of video in a while, but you're still here and you're still making comments, like this, like Planet Evans, one of my first subscribers, and yeah, shout out to you if you're watching this. And the next video, I want to read some comments. Not nice comments though. The smart comments I respond to. If we're friendly, and you, the viewer, and I have communicated several times in the comments, and we've had discussions and things like that. If I don't respond to one of your comments, a lot of the time it's just because I don't see it. and YouTube does not send me notifications either, so I have to constantly check, and if I don't check, then I don't see it. So if we've spoken in the past and it's been friendly, it hasn't been hostile. If I forget to answer you, it's purely coincidental. If you're new on this channel though, or if you're not, but if we've never spoken and you leave a comment that doesn't get answered, there's a chance, there's like a 99% chance that I didn't answer it because I think it's stupid.
I'm gonna go there.
And I don't want to get into it with you because I think you're stupid. And let it be known. And also, I don't spoon feed people. That's not my fucking job. And a lot of the time, what I mean by stupid also is that people will ask a question that's clearly answered in the video several times over. Or they'll criticize, but every single piece of criticism I've ever received on my channel has been someone throwing rocks from a glass house.
I'm going there.
So someone with no footage, no channel, no content, just blah 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 blah, saying that like, well, not even saying, just saying that, you know, I suck or whatever. And yeah, well, feel free to show the world how you do it better, because until you do that, like, your opinion isn't worth anything. Seriously, it's true. You can have one, but nobody fucking cares. And if you did have your own content, like, this is what people don't understand. Like, we have about 380 something videos. So if you do say that I suck because I did a particular job badly, then you should have footage of you doing that exact same job, but way better than me. And it should be clear that you're better than me. Like, it should be obvious. It shouldn't be, oh, well, you know, this guy's good at doing this, but this guy, I like the way... No. You should be obviously better if you're going to fucking criticize. Otherwise, again, what do I care? What do I want advice for from someone who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing? And you're gonna say you do, but if you can't fucking physically do it, again, what the fuck do I care? Watch as many videos as you want about running a marathon or climbing a tree. Does it mean you can do it? No. It just means you can fucking watch the videos. You might understand or think you understand, but until you do it, you know, everyone has a plan until they get hit in the face. Look at this traverse. I'm glad I kept on talking because I remember now. This traverse is a fucking thing of beauty. I wanted to see if I could get across there. And well, anyway, you guys will see. So that's it. So a lot of the time, comments I won't answer. It's going to be some fucking clown just talking shit with no content on his channel. And here's the thing too, even if you do have content on your channel, like, one video is not enough. You have to have at least as many as I do, and it has to be clear that you're better than me if you want your fucking criticism to fucking matter. And even if you were, and even if you had the proof, I still wouldn't watch your videos because I wouldn't care. Because it doesn't fucking matter. Like, not to me anyway. What would matter is, or what does matter to me, is when people make suggestions about different ways to work that could be helpful. And, you know, it sounds really stupid and obvious. Like, you know, right now I'm missing my tosses. But it fucking happens. You know, I get it eventually. But yeah, you know, the helpful criticism. Or helpful suggestions. And I'll watch your channel after, because I'm going to think to myself, I wonder, you know, what else this guy does that I haven't thought of. Like my favorite fucking climbing channel, Ray Rocco. I mean, the reason I love his channel so much is because he does everything so differently. And I can't predict what he's going to do next. And, you know, it's so foreign to me, and it's awesome because it's pure entertainment, and I'm on the edge of my seat. And, you know, I used to try to, like, emulate him in the way I climbed. But I'll never be Ray Rocco. And still today, you know, he hasn't made a video in a while. You need to come back. All you guys too, sub to him, Ray Rocco Tree Climber, and say Bridge Burners TV sent me here. And he does crazy traverses with Captain Hook. He does crazy spikeless removals and everything. And he puts awesome music in his videos. And, yeah, people used to fucking talk well, I guess they still do sometimes. But yeah, people used to talk a lot of shit about him too. You know, he's been climbing trees or making tree videos for like 7 years, and he does gnarly shit, and he does so much like shit spikeless, and he has mentors and stuff. But for the most part, he's self-taught. But dude, the comments are so cold by people that don't know shit, don't know shit, and all the time they're just knocking him basically for not using like the same stale old fucking traditional methods. That's what's cool about tree work in Japan. It's relatively new,
I'm gonna make it all the way
so they're just doing whatever works, and there's not like the bias of like, oh, it has to be done this way, and it's fucking sick. Like I learned so much watching his videos, and not only that, it encourages me
to get there.
to be creative, and I don't know. Look, I think in this line of work, if you want to be good, like you have to be able to adapt,
Mark.
and you also have to be willing to try new stuff. You can do you can do things the same way every time, but it's going to be so tedious and it's going to take so long. And you know, like for this tree, like why climb to the bottom of the other tree and then up this tree again when I could just go from tree to tree? It might not work, but at least I want to try it. And one of our tricks anyway is, as soon as we kind of discover or learn a new technique, obviously that new technique isn't going to be dialed in yet, and you know, you don't have it down pat. So when you go do the next job, you have a new way that you just learned, or you have the tried and true old way that's comfortable and fast.
Got it.
Well, we always try to do it the new way. We try to do it the uncomfortable way until that uncomfortable way becomes comfortable, and then that's how you add a trick to your bag of tricks. It's how you add a trick on a skateboard or anything else.
20 minutes.
And you just, you know, because the first time you get it, it might be perfect because of beginner's luck or whatnot, but chances are it's not. Chances are it leaves a lot to be desired. So you have to work on it until you can do it
Like the Pope.
unconsciously without trying.
Bro.
Like, it's like traversing with the hook. I mean, this one, the toss was the hardest part, but the traverse was fairly simple. But at first, when you get it, like when you start hooking, well, anyway, you have to change a lot. You have to change a lot about the way you work. And it's the same thing with SRT. You know, when I learned SRT, you know, the instinct is to keep working DRT on the job because SRT is new and it takes more time. But you have to spend that more time at first so that it takes less time in the future. And now I combine all three. You know, DRT when it's convenient, SRT when it's convenient, or neither, spiking, or all three sometimes. You know, a lot of the time it's a hybrid of all three. And a lot of arborists, they not only can they not combine the techniques, but they
How am
haven't.
I gonna get back?
I'm not even gonna say mastered. A lot of them don't even. A lot of arborists don't even climb SRT. Like they don't. Like they don't want to invest in the gear. And well, that's pretty much it. And the other thing too is that it's more than just a question of gear. You do have to adjust your working technique. And if you're not comfortable hanging, then you're not going to be comfortable doing SRT. And yeah, sure, you might be able to climb pretty fast, but it's going to be a whole different adjustment period to learn to work hanging instead of earthbound on a flip line and a doubled rope, leaning back, let's say 30 degrees. Like this is different. Like you could be. A lot of the time in SRT, I don't use a flip line. I use 2 tie-in points instead, or a hook in my main tie-in point, or sometimes even 3 tie-in points, and then I can swivel underneath it.
Because the horns are still there.
And there's no room for a flip line. There's no need for one. It's very restrictive, but at the same time, you know, I still have ropes in the way, but they're just in a different place, and you're not hanging the same way. And if you fuck up, you don't fall in the same way either. So again, you just have to adjust your work technique, and this changes the way that you're going to cut limbs also, because they fall in different places. So that's all, you know, and there is a learning curve, but you know, don't worry about it. You got this. You just have to keep at it and not be afraid to make mistakes, because the work will keep coming. It's only people, again, that have no content or that have never even taken a single step that worry about fucking up all the time. Because they think that they're going to do like one job or make one video and that's going to define them for life, and that's not how it works. Like, you have to keep doing it over and over and over and over and over again. The free market's going to decide what defines you. As much as you'd like to predict it, it's very hard to predict. I made videos too on pretty much every subject that I thought would be interesting, and the ones that were my most popular were never the ones that I would have thought would be the most popular. For instance, the video that got taken down for hate speech. Not the second one, but the first one, the makeup video. That was my most viral video on this channel for years and years and years. Again, like I said, silver lining, I'm not going to be known as the makeup guy anymore. But another video too, the Hakes boot review. I think that probably has almost 10,000 views now. Which again, you know, I never thought it would. But I've tried, and it's not a bad video, but it's just a boring boot review where I'm sitting in my backyard. Female lumberjack, oh god, fuck that bitch. No comment. Sorry, who? Nobody. But whatever, I can't compare that. Girls will always be able to get more views than guys on YouTube. Because men are fucking simps. But yeah, you never know what's going to be big. So make all types of content and try all types of things, because it rarely turns out how you think it would, even if you plan everything perfectly. And the parts that you think are going to be fun might not be fun, but the parts you think are going to suck might be your favorite parts. So that's like an analogy for my whole experience in this industry and on YouTube and everything like that. So without further ado, thanks for watching a video. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Leave your thoughts in the comments downstairs, I used to say. And all the OGs that have been here since day one or since the early days, thanks for sticking around. And to the new guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy. Even better, all you guys should make your own footage. I would check it out for sure. Alright, take care guys.